So I'm going to make a quick video how to show you how to make this really quick, easy mask. It's 4 layers and it also has a pocket so we can put like a furnace filter or a coffee filter or an added layer. But one of the coolest things I thought about it is it's pretty easily adjustable and it's pretty easy to wear. So when you wear it, you can take it off and take a breather, because I know that gets it, and it just still hangs there. But then when you put it on, you just put it over your head like I did. Put it up on your nose. And then when it's up there, you take these 2 strings and you pull it tight. And that makes it snug across your face up here. Snug all in here, and it comes all the way down. So it provides all sorts of protection all the way around your mouth. It's really easy to adjust because you can just pull it tighter and tie it tighter up here or loosen it. And then whenever, let's say you get in your car and you know you're going to be running into the store real quick or something, you can just pull it down and it hangs there. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's super easy and I can make it in about 5-10 minutes. First, you can make an adult size mask or a kid size mask or a bigger mask or a smaller mask. The fabric for the bigger mask, I take a piece of fabric and I fold it in half. Now this is 14 inches wide and 17 inches long. And this one's the kid one, which is 14 inches long and 12 inches wide. So those are the 2 different things. So you have any fabric. I'm using actually baby swaddling cloths or receiving blankets because it's really thick. Start with it folded in half. Either end, so here's the folded part. On either end, you fold this over and you're going to sew right along here. And you want it pretty narrow. All you're going to do is this is making a place for you to put a pipe cleaner or a wire or whatever you're going to put over your nose. So you're going to do that there. And the same thing over here. You're just going to take a little fold. You're going to fold over here and you're going to sew and make your little edges. So let's do that real quick. So I've got this one just pulled through, and so then now I got to do the same thing on this side. Now see, this side's already folded over, so you just have to make a little tiny little casing to put your pipe cleaner or wire in, whatever you're going to use to secure your nose. So then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fold this in half. So you're going to fold it together. The part that I folded in is going to go on the inside. So you fold it up, line it up there. So you've got like that. And this part you don't really have to do, but I do because I think it makes it look a little bit nicer, is I just sew a little seam on the end at the bottom, and that kind of flattens it out at the bottom. If you want to iron it or just leave this part out altogether, you can. It's not necessary. It's not sewing anything together. It's just, I like my lines a little bit cleaner on the bottom. All right, so now we're gonna put our pipe cleaners in. Probably 4 or 5 inches long, just enough to go through. You can use wire, pipe cleaners, whatever you want to do. But you just slide it through your little areas and get it to the middle of the mask. I just eyeball it. If you want to be super specific, you can always measure, but I just eyeball it. And so I put both of them through, put them in there. And then I want to make sure they stay in place. So once I get them both in the middle, I sew the edges to keep them in place. So I get them both in the middle. And you want them to be in the same place because that's where your nose hole, or that's where your nose is going to be. It's also going to be your pocket that you can open up to make your filter. So we've got them right there. Right in between here is where the pipe cleaners are. So what I do is I just put it right on the edge of the pipe cleaner, and I go forward and I go backwards, and then I stop my machine, flip it up, and now I want to sew the side edges all the way across. I don't want to sew over where the pipe cleaner is, but I want to connect these two parts. So what I just did on there, just to review, is here's the edge of the pipe cleaner. I sewed it up here, and then I sewed these two together. So now the top of this is sewn together. Now I need to do the same thing on the other side of the pipe cleaners, because I'm keeping the pipe cleaners in the place, and I'm also sewing these two together. And you just go right to the pipe cleaner, because what I've made now is my little pocket that will eventually put the filter in. So now I've got these edges. There's a lot of things you can do. You can make it a lot nicer than I make it, but I just roll it in once and fold it over. So I'm making a casing to put my elastic in on the side. It can get a little thick with all that fabric. And if you don't mind your edges sticking out, you don't have to roll it all the way in, but you're just making a, oh, it just came out. All right, so I've sewn a little casing here. This is where the elastic's gonna go through eventually. And then you want to do the same on the other side so that your pockets are on the same side, or your casings, or whatever you want to call it. All right, so now that you've got your sides, you've got your piping here, this is where your nose is. It doesn't really matter which side you start in. I just always start up top here, and you're gonna feed your elastic through, whatever size elastic you have. This is like 1/8 corded elastic, so it's a little bit sturdier than just regular elastic, so I'm able to put it through without a safety pin most of the time. All right, so you pull this through. And once you know how much elastic you need, you can just cut it in advance, but I pull it through. And so it's at the bottom, and then you're gonna put it back up through the top of this side. And so you're gonna pull it out up here. All right, so this is how I figure out how much elastic I need so I'm not wasting it. Take the bottom one, put it on like I'm gonna put it over my head. Okay, do this. This is just to measure how much elastic I need. So I've got a lot extra up here. I'm gonna pull it through. And then got this elastic like this. It's probably still, and so I was right here. And then I just tie a knot. And again, you can adjust it or change elastic if the elastic breaks or whatnot, but you just tie a knot. Your mask is done. Here's like finished product. Put it over your head. Put it on. Make sure it's snug on your face. And then this is how you tighten it up. Both sides here, pull it tight. And it's on. That's it.